So you're actually the first one in today. So we can go through this. You can if you can't talk for whatever reason, you can just send the messages in the chat. It usually tells me when I get them. So I'll check it every now and then. So what I had planned for today is on Friday we went over the alphabet, so I figured I'd go through that again. The vocabulary list number 3, the verb gustar and expressing likes and dislikes. So we went through this already, but I don't think you were here for this. But I just went through the Spanish alphabet, and you don't really have to like remember these by heart or anything like that. This is just kind of like if you know the alphabet, it's a lot easier to like spell words and pronounce words and things like that. So I just figured that we go through them to help you out a little bit with that. So in the Spanish alphabet, there's some letters that we don't have in English, and there's like letter combinations and things. Some people will tell you that the letter combinations are part of the alphabet, and some people will tell you that they're not. So I just included them just to show you like how they sound and how they're spelled, things like that. So yeah, and the pronunciation and things are different sometimes depending on like where you're at, like what dialect you use, things like that. But I just put like the mainstream ones in here. So just like the English alphabet, we start with A, and this letter name is just like how like if you were spelling something, like how you'd like write it out, like if they asked for the letter name. The letters A, and of course the letter name is A, and then it's just pronounced like ah. The letter B, the letter name is Bay, and it's pronounced the same way, Bay. There's C, it's pronounced say, and just like the English word say, it's pronounced. We have D, the letter name is Day, and it's pronounced day, like the English word. We have E, and the letter name is again E, and the pronunciation is A, so it makes more like an A sound. There's letter F, and that's pronounced FA, and I have it right here, just like the English F and then A, FA. The letter G, the letter name is just GE, and it's pronounced like hey. The letter H, the letter name is Ache, and the H is silent unless it's like in like a word with CH. And then the letter I, the letter name is just I, and it's pronounced E. J, the letter name is Jota, and it sounds like the English H. So you see when I said the letter name, I said a Jota. The J is pronounced like an H. And then K, the letter name is Ka, and it's pronounced just like that, Ka. L is LA, and you see I have that there, LA. Oop. And then this is one of those letter combinations, the double L. It's the letter name is LA, like two L's, but it sounds like an English Y sound. So like if you look at our vocabulary, you see that from vocabulary list number 2, one of the words is como te llamas, and that's spelled with two L's. So it makes a Y sound. The M is MA, and that's pronounced just like MA. The N is NA, and that's pronounced just like that as well. This is the next one is a letter that we don't have in English. So it's the N, and that thing on the top of it is called a tilde. I mean, you don't need to know that, but the letter name for that is Enye, and it sounds like it's kind of like an NY sound, like it's hard to explain. It's kind of like the NY sound that you hear in the English word onion. Yeah, so you'll like learn that sound as you like, it's kind of like Enu, like what I have here. It's kind of hard to explain, but you'll get that like the more that you see it and things like that. The letter O, the letter name is just O, and it's pronounced just like the English word O. So there's that. The letter P, it's the letter name is PE, and it's pronounced like the English word pay. Okay, so I'm just checking to make sure that you're not sending any messages. And then the last slide that I have on this is the letter Q, which the letter name is QU, and it's pronounced like "k," like it makes like a K sound. It's one of those ones that is a little bit awkward to like pronounce. Then there's the letter R, which is pronounced "are," and it kind of, like I said, it's "are," so it's another kind of awkward one. The double R is one of those letter combinations, and it's like the rolled R sound. Believe it or not, I can't roll my tongue, so most people that can't roll their tongue, they say ere. So that's that. I would do that, but I can't. So the next letter is S, and the letter name is esse, and it's just like esse. So there's that. Then there's T, and that's TE, and it's pronounced te. The letter U, the letter name is just U, and it's oo, like an oo sound. V is the letter name is VE, and it makes like a B sound. Some places the B is like more like pronounced than others. Like some people are very subtle about it, but some people like they really say it. It really all depends. The W, I know of two ways to say it. It's either doble U or doble V. I've heard both, either one, and it makes like the W sound. The X, the letter name is X, and it makes like a KS sound, like it's awkward. It's one of those awkward things. You don't see X too much. The letter Y, the letter name is Y, and it makes like a Y sound. And the Z, the letter name is Zeta, and it makes an S sound, like an English S. So you can see like W on, they have like weird names, but so yeah, like I said, you don't have to remember these, but it might help you a little bit with like spelling and pronunciation. So I know that this is a little crowded, but I tried to fit them all on the same slide. This is vocabulary list number 3, and it's like on like subjects and things like that, like in school and college and things like that. It's on page 23 in the book. So we have las ciencias is the sciences. La biología is the biology. And the reason why I put the in front of all these, even though it's kind of awkward, is because like the la, the L, and the las means the. And I'll go over like the differences between these probably tomorrow. So don't worry about that too much. But I put the because literally that's what it means. La química is the chemistry. La geografía is the geography. La física is the physics. Las humanidades is the humanities. La literatura is the literature. La composición is like composition or writing. El drama is the drama, obviously. La música is the music. La historia is the history. El arte is the art. Las comunicaciones is like communications. La sociología is the sociology. Las lenguas extranjeras is the foreign languages. El inglés is English. El español is Spanish, obviously. El ruso is Russian. El chino is Chinese. And el japonés is Japanese. So there's that. Okay. And then there's a little bit more. So otras materias is like other subjects. Las matemáticas is math. La pedagogía is teaching, or I don't want to say it's education, but it kind of is. La psicología is psychology. La filosofía is philosophy. La computación is computer science. And la administración de empresas is business administration. So, and there is more vocabulary from this list on page 24, but I'm going to do it tomorrow because this was quite a handful of words. So I figured I'd go over these first and then we'll do the other ones tomorrow. And I also wanted to start going over the verb gustar. So there really isn't a formal section in the book on this, but I think it's important to mention because they start mentioning it in the first chapter. So, and obviously if I don't have a section on it, you're not gonna know it. So I figured we'd just go over it. So the verb gustar is used to express what you like and what you don't like. So if you say me gusta, that means that you like something. So it literally translates to me it is pleasing. That's literally what it translates to, but me gusta means I like and then whatever you want to put after it. So like if you say me gusta, let's see, la filosofía, that means I like philosophy. So, and like I said, well, I have more practice with this tomorrow. But if you say no me gusta, that means you don't like something. So, and like like I said, it literally translates to me it is not pleasing. So me gusta is I like something. No me gusta is I don't like something. So you just put no in the beginning if you're saying that you don't like something. So, I'll explain this kind of stuff in more detail tomorrow, but I just wanted to introduce you guys to this. It's slightly different when you want to say we like, you like, he likes, but I'm going to do all that tomorrow, especially since you're the only one here right now. And gustar also changes when you're talking about more than one thing. Gusta is for one thing, gustan is for more than one thing. So if you want to say, I like math. You would say, me gustan las matemáticas. And I'll go over the reason for that and everything tomorrow. But do you have any questions on this at all? Are you okay with this? Okay. And then I'll just go over, I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about Google Classroom and stuff after we're done with the lesson and things like that. We'll go over all that. But just what we're gonna do tomorrow is I'll review the vocabulary list that I went over today since that was pretty many words. I'll add in the vocabulary from page 24. I'm sorry. We'll go over gustar and the likes and dislikes, like I said that we would do. And I'll start explaining gender and number. And I won't even explain that now because that takes a little while, but it's not hard. You'll get it like right away. It's just kind of a lot to explain. So that was it for today.